Once again, good morning and welcome to Signia Conversations and Namaste. As I was telling you that we try to bring in motivating stories through this platform, and usually we used to meet in the evening, after 7, 8. That's the time that when we used to bring in. But today we are meeting in the morning. It is because our special guest, Miss Monica More, can participate in this conversation in the morning, and she is going to be helped by none other than the nurses from Global Hospital, Parel, Mumbai, who are actively participating in her rehabilitation. So now you may ask that why am I bringing someone who is needing rehabilitation? Because her story is very unique, very motivating, very inspiring. At end of the session, I can guarantee that we will feel more grateful for what we have got, because we tend to complain a lot that we don't have these things, but you will find that we are far more grateful. Before I actually invite Monica to come on the video, I would like to share something instead of a prayer. Usually we start the sessions with a prayer. So today I found something about Monica on the net. So I want to share that video with all of you. Just give me a second. Okay. So this is a video that I found on the internet, and where Monica is actually meeting the donor's parents. It's a very heart touching moment, and there are more videos and more write ups about Monica in the social media, in media, newsletter, everywhere it is there. But so I thought I will play this for you. Just give me 1 second, I'll put it on.
खूप छान वाटतं कारण की टचवूड की मला कधी त्रास झाला नाही. मला म्हणजे एकदम नीट व्यवस्थित माझी रिकव्हरी होती आहे. एवढं खूप छान वाटतं 1 वर्षात, आणि 1 वर्षात जरा इम्प्रूव्हमेंट आली आहे. आणि खरं म्हणजे ग्लोबल हॉस्पिटल आणि डॉक्टर निलेश सरभाई यांचं खूप मी आभार मानते, कारण की त्यांनी खूप सतत हेल्प केली आहे. ग्लोबल हॉस्पिटलवाल्यांनी पण खूप मदत केली आहे. आणि त्याच्यानंतर डॉक्टर निलेश सरभाईने घरच्यांसारखं मला म्हणजे ट्रीट केलं, आणि आज 1 वर्ष झालं, आणि 1 वर्षाचं मला ग्लोबल हॉस्पिटलने गिफ्ट दिलं की जे डोनर आहे त्यांचे आईवडील मला आणि त्यांचे लहान भाऊ मला भेटायला आले. त्यांना भेटून म्हणजे माझे पाय एकदम थरथरत होते, कारण की खूप एका म्हणजे आपल्या जवळच्या व्यक्तीचं आपण दान करणार आणि परत त्याच व्यक्तीचं आपण बघणार, म्हणजे खूप फरक असतो. पण त्यांनी खूप धैर्याने खूप बघितलं, खूप छान वाटतंय.
आता हे चेंजेस तू म्हणत होती ना, म्हणजे आता तुला लिहायला होतं का?
अजून लिहायला नाही होते, पण सध्या तरी म्हणजे असं छोट्या छोट्या वस्तू मी उचलते.
ओके.
पेयाने पाणी पिऊ शकतो, छोट्या छोट्या वस्तू म्हणजे ग्लास, असं अजून वजन पकडता येत नाही. फक्त छोट्या छोट्या वस्तू आता सध्या चालू आहेत त्या माझ्या.
आणि म्हणजे स्टँडिंग असं होल्डिंग ते सगळं होतं आहे का? ग्रिपच
नाही भेटत.
हां.
ग्रिप यायला अजून टाईम लागेल. बाकी मी सगळं करू शकते, स्टँडिंग वगैरे सगळं होतं. बाकी ग्रिप प्रॉब्लेम आहे, ते अजून जरा टाईम लागेल, त्याच्यासाठी अजून वेट करू.
अच्छा, यांना भेटली आज तू? हां, अजून काही बोलू शकते का? तिची त्याची आई ती एकदम इमोशनल झाली ना.
जेव्हा मला म्हणजे एकदम त्यांचा मुलांचा हात बघून एकदम हे झालेलं ना, अक्षरशः माझ्या पायात थरथरत होते, डोळ्यात पाणी आलेलं. पण काय बोलू काय नको असं वाटत होतं. पण खूप खरंच त्यांना त्यांचा मुलगा माझ्यात जिवंत आहे हे समजून ते आज आलेत मला भेटायला. तेच मला खूप छान वाटतं. आणि मी सगळ्या ओल्ड इंडिया म्हणजे पूर्ण इंडियाला सांगेन की तुम्ही पण असंच दान करा, की प्रत्येकाला एक नवीन आयुष्य भेटेल, मी हेच सांगेन.
So, friends, that made me also emotional. I just stumbled upon this video and I thought I should share because there are two stories here: the story of Monica and probably the story of the family who donated the hands. But today, the story is about Monica. So it gives me a great privilege and honor to welcome Monica on the video. Monica More, please, आप आ जाइए. Ah, thank you. I was thinking I should not get emotional, but I am the first one going emotional. So, Monica, very, very warm welcome, beta.
थैंक यू.
तो आप कैसे हो? आज सुबह आप कैसे हो?
मैं बहुत अच्छी हूँ मैम.
वेरी गुड. तो आज हम आपसे थोड़े सा वार्तालाप करेंगे. जैसे मैंने बताया, आपकी कहानी, आपकी जुबानी. ठीक है? तो हम 1 घंटा है हमारे पास. तो मैं आपसे पहले सवाल पूछने जा रही हूँ कि थोड़े से शायद आपको दर्द होगी, लेकिन आपकी कहानी बाकी लोगों को जानना बहुत जरूरी है. क्या हमें बता सकते हैं कि आपका दोनों हाथ आप कैसे खोए, और उस एक्सीडेंट के बाद 2014 के बाद आपके हैंड ट्रांसप्लांट होने तक आपको आपकी लाइफ कैसे रही एक्सीडेंट के बाद?
गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन. जब वो दिन मेरा बहुत बुरा था, 11 जनवरी 2014, जब भी मेरा ट्रेन एक्सीडेंट हुआ. मैं कॉलेज से घर आ रही थी. फिर जब भी मोटरमैन का स्ट्राइक था, बहुत ट्रेन को बहुत भीड़ होने के कारण मैंने 2-3 ट्रेन छोड़ दिया. फिर चौथे ट्रेन में चढ़ने गई, तभी मतलब पीछे से धक्का आ गया. फिर मैं ट्रेन और प्लेटफॉर्म के बीच में चली गई. मेरे दोनों हाथ ट्रैक पे थे. फिर थोड़ा सा ट्रेन चालू हो गया. सब लोग ने देखा कि एक लड़की नीचे गिरी है, तो चिल्लाया जोर से, तो ट्रेन रुका दिया. ट्रेन रुकाने के बाद फिर सब लोग ऐसा हेल्प नहीं कर रहे थे. सब लोग फोटो निकाल रहे थे. सब लोग ऐसा फोटो निकाल के सोशल मीडिया में डाल रहे थे. फिर 2 जन ने, नसीम चौधरी और अमजद खान, इन 2 जनों ने, मुस्लिम 2 लड़कों ने मेरे को उठा के बाहर निकाला. फिर भी मेरे को कवर करने के लिए कोई कुछ कपड़ा या कुछ दे नहीं रहे थे. फिर उन्होंने उठा के मेरे को राजेवाड़ी हॉस्पिटल लेके गए. उसके बाद में राजेवाड़ी से उन्होंने बोला कि इधर कुछ नहीं हो सकता. फिर उन लोग ने मेरे को केएम हॉस्पिटल में भेजा. केएम हॉस्पिटल के बाद में उधर मेरा सर्जरी हुआ, ऑपरेशन हुआ. उधर मैं 6 मंथ एडमिट थी. उधर के पूरे नर्सिंग स्टाफ, सब सिस्टर मेरा बहुत अच्छा ख्याल रखा. ये सब होने के बाद मैं बहुत डिप्रेशन में चली गई थी. जब भी मेरे को होश आया, तो मैं बहुत डिप्रेशन, होश आया तभी पता चला कि मैंने मेरे दोनों हाथ गंवा दिए. फिर बाद में मैं बहुत डिप्रेशन में चली गई थी. डिप्रेशन के बाद में बहुत जन मेरे को ऐसा हैंडीकैप मतलब मिलने को आया कि कुछ नहीं होता, हम लोग देख कैसे खड़े, तू भी खड़ी हो जा. फिर ये सब देख के मैं बहुत मतलब अच्छे तरीके से आगे बढ़ने लगी. मेरे को सब लोग ने सपोर्ट किया, बहुत अच्छे तरीके से सपोर्ट किया. हाँ, और आगे बाद में मैंने मतलब 6 मंथ के बाद में मैंने डिस्चार्ज लेके घर पे गई. घर पे मैंने 2 दिन ही आराम किया. उसमें बाद में फटाक से मैंने मेरा कॉलेज ज्वाइन किया. कॉलेज ज्वाइन करके मैंने अभी मेरा ग्रेजुएशन पूरा कंप्लीट किया. और उधर मेरा जो SNDT कॉलेज है, उनके जो टीचर्स, पूरा स्टाफ उन्होंने मेरे को बहुत हेल्प किया। और जब भी मैं एग्जाम के लिए राइटर बिठाती थी, उन लोग ने भी बहुत मेरे को हेल्प किया। बहुत अच्छा लगा। सब लोग ऐसा ऐसा सब लोग ने ऐसा नहीं किया कि इसको अभी क्यों हेल्प करेंगे, सब लोग ने हेल्प किया।
अच्छा बेटा, सो मोनिका, अ, एक दो चीजें मैं समराइज कर रही हूँ आपकी जवाब से, जो मुझे अच्छा कहानी भी है लेकिन थोड़ा नॉट सो गुड कहानियां भी है। एक तो ये था कि जब आपके एक्सीडेंट हुए, सब लोग आपका सोशल मीडिया का वीडियो बनाने की कोशिश कर रहे थे, हेल्प नहीं कर रहे थे। ये एक मैसेज हम सबको घर लेके जाना चाहिए। द स्मार्ट टेक्नोलॉजी शुड नॉट मेक अस इनह्यूमन। We should not try to use smart technology to record and become famous, rather than finding ways to help the person, correct?
बराबर।
जो आपको नहीं हो, लेकिन उसके बीच में भी दो ऐसे इंसान निकले जो इंसानियत आपको दिखाया, आपको सेव किया और आपके हॉस्पिटल में ले गए।
हाँ।
एंड थैंक्स टू द केईएम हॉस्पिटल, जहां आप इतने लंबा एडमिट हुए थे और उन्होंने आपको हेल्प किया। एंड देन कंग्रेचुलेशंस कि आप उसके बाद यू यू कंटिन्यूड योर स्टडीज, है ना? उसके बाद आप कौन से क्लास में थे जब आपकी एक्सीडेंट हुए थे?
11th स्टैंडर्ड।
11th में, और अभी आप ग्रेजुएशन कर चुके हैं,
हाँ, ग्रेजुएशन।
है ना?
हाँ।
कंग्रेचुलेशंस बच्चा, आपकी कहानी सुन के ऐसा लगता है कि हम में से कोई भी कंप्लेन करने का हिम्मत नहीं रखनी चाहिए। वी शुड नॉट कंप्लेन बिकॉज God gave you a lot of difficulties. God gave you a lot of difficulties, and yet you have gone through all that, and then you are here today, right? तो अभी मैं अगला सवाल आपसे पूछती हूँ कि इसमें आपके फैमिली में कौन-कौन है और उनका क्या रोल रहा आपको यहाँ तक लाने के लिए?
मेरे फैमिली में मम्मी पापा, मैं, भाई और दादी है। पर मेरे पापा 2019 में गुजर गए। और उन्होंने बहुत अच्छी तरीके से मेरे को सपोर्ट किया, बहुत अच्छे तरीके से मेरे को आगे बढ़ने के लिए प्रोत्साहन किया। और मेरे पापा तो बोले कि मेरे मम्मी को कि तू अभी राइट हैंड बन, और मैं अभी लेफ्ट हैंड उसका बनता हूँ। ऐसे ही आगे अपन बढ़ते रहेंगे, उसको कभी अकेले छोड़ते नहीं। और मेरे भाई ने भी मेरे को बहुत मदद किया। मेरे
बात
भाई ने भी मेरे को बहुत मदद किया। उसने मेरे को एग्जाम, एक बार तो मैंने उसको राइटर करके बिठाया। राइटर करके बिठाया। और मेरी मम्मी ने मतलब मेरा पूरा मेरा अभी तक मेरा पूरा काम करती है।
कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं। ये पूरी कहानी में बहुत सारे लोग आप लोगों को आपको मदद किया है, और आपकी फैमिली, आई एम सॉरी कि आपके पापा अभी ये वीडियो देखने के लिए है नहीं, बट जहाँ पर भी है वो बहुत खुश होंगे कि आज आपके दोनों हाथ है, एंड आप अभी रिहैबिलिटेट हो रहे हैं, और सबके सामने अभी आपने टिश्यू उठाया और आपने आपको देखा। दैट इज वेरी वेरी हार्टनिंग, वेरी हार्टनिंग। एंड अब आप बताएं कि आपको ये हैंड ट्रांसप्लांट के बारे में कैसे पता लगा?
और मेरे पापा ने मतलब न्यूज़पेपर में न्यूज़ देखा था कि एक पुणे की लड़की है, उसका हैंड ट्रांसप्लांट हुआ है, श्रेया करके। उसका न्यूज़ पढ़ के मेरे पापा ने मेरे को बताया कि ऐसा भी हो सकता है। फिर मेरे पापा उसको पुणे में मिलने को गए, वो लड़की को। फिर उन्होंने देखा कि वो सब कर सकती है। फिर बाद में हम लोग ने डिसाइड किया कि कर सकते हैं करके। फिर बाद में ये मुंबई में भी स्टार्ट, मतलब मुंबई में भी मिला परमिशन करने के लिए। फिर बाद में डॉक्टर नीलेश साध भाई उन्होंने मेरे को कॉल किया और बुलाया, पूरे ऑपरेशन के बारे में सब बताया, मेरा काउंसलिंग किया, मेरे को इतना हिम्मत दिया कि तू ये करके आगे बढ़ सकती है, तू हैंड ट्रांसप्लांट करके इधर ही नहीं रुक सकती, तू और आगे बढ़ जा, और तू और अपना मतलब इधर ही तेरा ऐसा हो गया तो इधर मत रुक जा, तेरा ट्रांसप्लांट होने के बाद तू बहुत आगे जाएगी, तू बहुत आगे बढ़ जा। बहुत अच्छे तरीके से उन्होंने मेरे को बहुत अच्छा समझाया। फिर मैंने डिसाइड किया कि हाँ मैं ऑपरेशन करूंगी। फिर मैंने यहाँ पे ग्लोबल हॉस्पिटल में रजिस्टर किया। रजिस्टर करने के बाद मैंने 2017 में रजिस्टर किया। रजिस्टर करने के बाद मैं 2 साल रुकी क्योंकि कोई डोनर नहीं मिल रहा था। डोनर मिलने के बाद मतलब बहुत अच्छा लगा कि क्योंकि कोई करता नहीं है, डोनेट करता नहीं है, किसी ने तो किया तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है कि आगे वाले का लाइफ बहुत अच्छा होता है।
सही है, यू आर वेरी राइट कि जब हम अपना कोई भी ऑर्गन डोनेट करते हैं तो बाकी लोगों को लाइफ मिलती है। और जो डोनर आपके थे, मैंने पढ़ा उन्होंने अपने बाकी काफी ऑर्गन्स भी डोनेट किए हैं। एंड गॉड ब्लेस द पेरेंट्स ऑफ दैट बॉय who had the willingness to allow the donation of their son's hands for Monica. And that is one big part. तो 2 साल वेट किया है रजिस्टर करने के बाद। तो जब पहली बार आपके पास कॉल आया कि है अभी ट्रांसप्लांट करना है, तो आपको कैसा लगा? आप प्रिपेयर्ड थे कि बस अब जाऊं, अब बड़ा सा ऑपरेशन करना है? कैसा लगा आपको जब वो कॉल आई ग्लोबल से कि अभी आपका ऑपरेशन है, हैंड ट्रांसप्लांट के लिए तैयार है?
जब ये कॉल आया तभी बहुत मतलब खुशी भी हो गई। फिर बाद में डर भी लगने लगा, टेंशन भी आने लगा क्योंकि इतना बड़ा सर्जरी है, 16-15 हार्स का बड़ा सर्जरी। फिर ये हाथ मेरे को मैच होगा कि नहीं, फिर
बिल्कुल।
आगे मेरा बॉडी वो हाथ को एक्सेप्ट करेगा कि नहीं, ये बहुत मन में या ख्याल आ रहे थे। बहुत मतलब बहुत डिफिकल्ट था। फिर मैं ग्लोबल हॉस्पिटल में आ गई, इधर एडमिट हो गई। एडमिट होने के बाद इधर का जो स्टाफ है नर्सिंग, उन्होंने बहुत अच्छा करके मेरे को मोटिवेशन दिया, बहुत अच्छी तरीके से मेरे को समझाया। डॉक्टर नीलेश साध भाई इन्होंने मेरे को भी अच्छी तरीके से नहीं बढ़ पाती तो अभी रोएगी तो आगे नहीं बढ़ेगी, तो अभी रोना बंद कर, हम लोग तू रोएगी तो हम लोग का भी हिम्मत चला जाएगा। तो मैंने फटक से रोना बंद किया और ऑपरेशन थिएटर में चली गई।
Very good, very good. God bless the entire team of Global. It gives me great opportunity now for inviting Dr. Vivek Tolulikar, CEO of Global Hospitals Parel, Mumbai, to our session to spend a few minutes with us. Hi, Dr. Vivek. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you, Tankam. Thanks for this invitation.
Thank you. Thank you. It is always a pleasure meeting you, and we had been knowing each other now for many years, and I always track you, what you are doing. And it's very heartwarming to see all the heartwarming things that you do in your hospital.
Thank you.
But I came to know that you played a great role in raising funds for Monica because obviously her family could not afford the kind of bill that would come in a double transplant. So I would like to hear that how did you manage to get those funds? And this is the heart side of the healthcare business. We would love to hear that.
So I still remember the date, 27th August 2020, midst of the pandemic. Early morning, I was on leave for 5 days because of Ganesh Chaturthi, and previous day after Visarjan, next day I was joining back to duty, and 7:30, 7:45, I get a call from Dr. Sadbhai saying that there is a donation, most likely in Chennai, and Monica's family is there. Monica's there, but we don't have funds. So what do we do? So I said, Dr. Sadbhai, are they ready and where is it? So he said, Global Hospital Chennai. I said, lovely. He said, we'll have to see logistics, but funds is an issue. So I said, what do you mean by funds? What is the, he said, they don't have anything more than 5 lakhs. I said, Dr. Nilesh, we have been struggling to get somebody to donate, first of all, and that's the biggest task we have seen in end donation. If somebody is ready to donate, funds can be secondary. We'll collect it later. You go ahead and accept it. So he said, are you sure? I said, I'm very clear. I'm on the way to the hospital. I'll meet you at 9, but go ahead, say okay. And we took on call one of my colleagues, Anup, and 3 of us took a joint decision. We are going ahead. We reached the hospital. I met Dr. Sadbhai around 9:50, 9:30, and I said, this is chance. She's lucky, she's blessed. Let's put all that we can do, and we are blessed today to take this decision. So I think instead of funds, I think the biggest thing I'm happy and privileged to be is in this position where I could take a decision that day along with my team to say we are going ahead. And today when I see Monica, because I met Monica before the transplant, a shy girl is a confident girl walking in my hospital today, and I'm so proud to see that this girl is walking around, meeting people, saying hello, and that's the greatest achievement I have and satisfaction I have here. I think my team also is part along with me. Related to funds, I think we have not done much other than helping her and supporting her. The funds have come to her automatically. There are various NGOs, support trusts who have supported. The hospital has contributed by giving a large discount from our side because the cost went up because it was a charter which had to be arranged. It was the organs had to be flown from Chennai late night, so we had to do a charter from Mumbai to Bangalore to Chennai and back to Mumbai, and the cost went up. But I think touchwood, because of the way the intent was good, the entire event happened, or the things happened with a good heart. I think everything flown in, and we saw to it that our costs were covered. We did not want to make anything out of this, and as a matter of fact, we wanted Monica to get the best out after that, because there is a cost she has to incur post transplant. Today she's on immunosuppressive drugs. She has to do some hand biopsies every at regular intervals. So I think the best thing what I see is do something with a good heart and a good intent. The results will follow. And today Monica is in front of us.
Hello.
And she is going to be a very, very big girl, motivating others to follow this path of organ donation.
She's already doing it, Dr. Vivek. She's already doing it. From
Yeah.
what you have shared with us today, there is one thing that is really standing out is the timely decision that you are saying that when the first call came, you said just go ahead. And that one decision is very critical for the team to go ahead. I mean, with your team, I think that's a big learning for all the leaders, that timely decision making is very important in critical timings. And when the leader is unsure of what is to be done, then things may not have happened the way it has happened. And you're very true that when the intent and the bhav is correct in the right place, the rest of it will definitely follow. Now, interestingly, you have also employed Monica in your own hospital. So, how did that come about?
This happened in August this year. I think on 28th of August, Monica celebrates 1 year. So we had called her to the office and we were cutting her cake for her, because now she cuts the cake on her own.
Okay.
She holds a knife and she cuts the cake. So we did the celebration in my boardroom between my HODs and Monica and her family. And I asked Monica, now what? What's the next plan? Where do you want to go from here? So she said she wants to get to work. So I said, would Global Hospital be an employer? We can employ you. Would you be interested? So she looked at me and she said, what's the work I can do? I said, let that be thought by us.
Okay.
I won't give you tasks, but you have to be rehabilitated. So you have to start getting confident and getting on your job. So I'll give you tasks, some things which you will be able to do, but over a period of time, you'll have to do it on your own. So she said, okay, sir. So I said, 1st September, join. It's a Monday. Join back to work. So I put her in the nursing team. And I think what she's doing today is She's meeting patients, she's motivating, and she becomes the patient face for us. She tells us what is it that the patients are suffering or what they want us to address. I mean, she attends my morning meetings. She tells me sometimes if there are things which need to be corrected. But I think she has a strong connect with the nursing team because she's been with them for the last 1 year plus. So I'm happy she's been able to connect with the nurses. And my nursing aide Jessica tells me about the fact that she starts looking at charts and nursing charts, whether they are properly done and all that. And it's a good way of rehabilitating her over a period. I'm sure she'll do much more than what she's doing today.
Thank you, Dr. Vivek. I think that is the next part of our discussion. Is that the very reason why I thought of doing the Signia conversations with Monica, and the other part which was hugely motivating for me was that the nurses were participating actively in her rehabilitation. You know, that's a story to be shared, because I know that many years ago, when I was working, we did try to bring in someone who had, differently abled person could work in the nursing, but we somehow managed to get her, but unfortunately thing did not work. You know why? It may be because lack of cooperation from the nursing team. They're thinking, oh, it will take me extra time, extra effort to be working with this person. It was not even a rehabilitative person, already settled, but had some different abilities. So it didn't work, and I felt very sad on that particular day. And of course, there were many other environmental reasons as well. So I think about that day, and today when I heard that global nurses are actually participating in rehabilitating her, I thought this story must be shared with many more. And this session is right now being aired live on our Facebook, and it's getting recorded, and it will stay on the YouTube forever.
Thank you.
So I think this story can go on and motivate nurses, nursing leaders, regular leaders, and just the human side of it. I told Monica when we started, I don't think I have any reasons to complain today. I just cannot complain about anything that happened in my life, because it is nothing in front of her what she has gone through. It's not even imaginable for us. And today it's a very, very grateful day to see her. Actually, I saw her using her hands, wiping her tears with the tissue, and I said, wow, that seems to be a slightly finer moment, not the finest, but yet she can hold. So now I would like to invite two of the nurses who have been working with Monica. So let me invite Ranjita and Meera. Welcome, Ranjita and Meera.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, how are you? That's a very nice shot. I think I should take a screenshot.
Yeah, exactly.
Very important. It's looking so beautiful. Monica in the center and both the nurses on the side. Oh, fantastic. Lovely, lovely. So Ranjita and Meera, yeah, you can speak in Hindi or English, not a problem, not an issue. So I would like to know कि आप लोगों को only Hindi and English and no Marathi, because I don't understand Marathi.
Okay, ma'am.
That's the problem. Okay, so you can tell us how will you describe working with Monica?
Good morning, ma'am. I'm very happy to attend this forum, that I got an opportunity to work with Monica in Global Hospital. I'm very thankful to the CEO sir and our Jessica ma'am for this. So I would like to tell that when Monica joined as a patient care coordinator, at that time she was very feared that how I will connect with the patient, how I will talk with them. But she always used to get some or the other with her that how we are working at the patient bedside and what work we are doing. So our nursing team used to guide her and orient her that yeah, this is the patient room, this is the way we have to talk to the patient. Because in this scenario, most of the patients are very much knowledgeable about the diagnosis, treatment, and everything. So by the her motivation and by her skill, that she is always ready to keen and very happy to learn new things, ma'am. So she used to, after 1 month, we have seen that she motivated herself, her own self, and she used to work alone, ma'am. She used to go to her in the patient room with the opening the door, and also we were very happy to see all these things. And she is become a mediator between patient and the nurse. That whatever the patient cannot share with us, they used to share with Monica, and she used to come and tell us, yeah, these are the things you have to clear this thing, patient want this thing. So she has become a mediator of the global hospital between patient and the nurse. So I'm very happy and delighted that she's working in global hospital. And we feel very good thing that she will become, we can see in her eyes that she has a very bright future and she will achieve more and more in her future.
I'm sure. God bless Monica. And I can see that she is actually a great positive influencer for your patients and for the hospital itself. Because जब Monica से मिलेंगे, everybody will have the same feeling that today I need to be hugely grateful. And a grateful heart is a big start for any human being. It puts you in the right place, right emotions, being calm. तो रंजिता ये बताएं कि मोनिका के साथ काम करने से क्या फर्क पड़ा है एज अ नर्स आपके लाइफ में क्या फर्क पड़ा होगा व्हाट चेंज डिड इट ब्रिंग इन यू बिकॉज यू आर वर्किंग विद मोनिका
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning to all. I'm thankful to all, to Jessica ma'am and Vivek sir. Monica lost her hand in accident. After she got hand, the day of surgery we saw, she take efforts to independent herself. One day ma'am announced that ki Monica will join as a nursing team. So we thought, how will Monica will do the all the daily routine. So then we realized that Monica doing taking efforts to doing independently all the work. Then she traveling herself, own herself. Daily we are asking her, you will go by own or you want to support anyone. So she tell every time, no, I will go by myself. So she traveling herself, then she taking round in bedside, then she holding her marker, then she typing in a computer. Then I realized that she taking the efforts to improve herself. Then I realized that as a nursing and as a being a part of nursing, so we have to rehabilitation to her. So, as a part of nursing and as a part of global hospital, uh, we should support to her to encourage her to become a upcoming future.
Thank you, Meera and Ranjita. The story that I am picking up from what you have shared, number one, is that she's become a great motivator and influencer within the hospital, within the nursing department itself. And the lesson I am taking from here is that for all nurses, whether we are senior nurses, junior nurses, or staff nurses, or even nursing students, if we put our heart into it, we can rehabilitate ourselves from anything. It could be like that, I am not good in drug calculation. I can put my effort and learn drug calculation. So like that, I can translate lot many things on behalf of, Monica's courage and bravery to come up all this way. तो मोनिका अभी इधर बैठी है, तो किसी से मैं बात कर रही थी तो उन्होंने मुझे बताया कि मोनिका तो अब मेरी बेटी जैसे हो गई है। तो मैं मोनिका के मम्मी को नहीं बुला रही इस प्लेटफॉर्म में, जिन्होंने ये कमेंट किया, मिस जेसिका डिसूजा, CNO of Global Hospital Parel, Mumbai. Please welcome Jessica. And whenever I interacted with her, I always felt, she's taking so much of pride and involvement in what she's achieving through Monica. So, Monica, just sum it up. What is your experience of being known to Monica and helping her to get rehabilitated. You know that very seldom it happens that you are rehabilitating your own post-op patient, you know, in a department working as a colleague. You know, I have not come across such stories. For me, it is the first. So please share with us that how is this entire experience panning out for you?
Thank you, ma'am. So to begin with, I would first salute my entire nursing team, beginning with our leader, Clara ma'am, and all our group hospitals. It is an amazing opportunity and an amazing experience. What I didn't think all my life that I would come across such an opportunity to be rehabilitate someone, as you already mentioned. And as Sir mentioned, pre-operatively, she's a very shy person who will not even speak to someone, or even if we speak to her, she'll look down or she's very hesitant. And today, with the confidence, what she speaks in front of a crowd or she comes on the stage, she has that confidence, and I feel very proud to see that. Overall, as already mentioned by my team, taking her into the team when first Sir told she'll be joining the nursing team, for a moment I was perplexed that she had a lot of difficulties in using her hands for her self-care needs, be it for eating or using the washroom or drinking water. So I was a little worried every minute to minute. We will have to be next to her to take care of her. But then, yeah, seeing her motivation and seeing the team support, we had a discussion with Clara ma'am how to involve her in the nursing team, how our nurses could help her, how we could rehabilitate. Most important was using her hands. Slowly, slowly, we started observing that seeing us, her hands had started becoming so flexible. So just like 2 months back, 2.5 months, she has joined our team. And over the days, we have seen her holding the cup, drinking coffee by herself, drinking water by herself. And she has become independent. She can use the lift button. She can go to any floor all by herself. And that boosted us, we observing her, okay, so much difference has it made. And we can do much more, involve her in her activities. We make sure she's there in all our meetings. She's representing our team, whether it's managers meet, though she doesn't belong to the nursing team, she doesn't know in and out of the team. But over the day, she has also enthusiastically started asking, why is this like this? And more important, she has been her patient herself. So she has been 6 months at outside hospital and post-transplant 1 month in our hospital. She knows what could be done better for a patient to make the patient comfortable or to make the patient at ease. She even is in touch with the nurses who were taking care of her post-transplant. She chats with them on the mobile. She sends them a photo. Some of them have moved abroad and settled abroad. But those nurses who were there taking care of her are still in contact with her, are still in touch with her. And that is also her, I think, more than college friends, she has nursing friends now. So she keeps telling me that this one had asked me, this one has messaged. And her skills have improved. She was unable to hold a door handle and open it or close it. She needed extra energy, but now she's doing it very confidently. She's able to hold a marker. And these are her physical skills. But when it comes to speaking confidently, talking to a crowd, meeting up people, even that she has improved. We involve her all in our nursing extracurricular activities. We tell her go to the stage, speak something, and she does it very well. So overall, I think nursing team has done their best, which would even help her for the future to build up on her skills to grow up to the next level.
Wow, that's a really heartwarming story. And Jessica, in my previous interaction, you also mentioned whatever we eat, drink, you know, we always share with her. And that's the other side of the story, you know, where you have, you know, taken her as a family. तो मोनिका, आपको क्या लगता है नर्सेस के साथ रह के आपको लगता है कि एक फैमिली में है कि आपको लगता है कि मैं काम पे आ रही हूँ? क्या फीलिंग होता है जब आप ड्यूटी पे आते हैं तो कि
नहीं,
मेरे अपने घर वालों के पास जा रही हूँ कि आपको लगता है कि मैं ड्यूटी कर रही हूँ? क्या फीलिंग
नहीं
होता है?
नहीं मेरे को इधर मतलब फैमिली के जैसे ही लगता है। जो भी खाने को लाता है मेरे मुंह में मुंह में डाल देते हैं, खा ले तू भी खा ले। और मेरे को इन लोग के साथ नर्स के साथ काम करके बहुत अच्छा लगता है, क्योंकि अभी मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है मैं भी अभी एक नर्स हो गई।
सही है, नर्सेस के साथ हमेशा रहने से वो थोड़ा बहुत वो लग ही जाता है। डॉक्टर विवेक ये बता रहे थे कि आप पेशेंट से मिलके पेशेंट का जो फीडबैक है वो भी आप देते हैं, तो पेशेंट्स को आपसे मिलके तो बहुत ही एक अलग फीलिंग आता होगा,
हाँ
है ना?
हाँ।
तो
पर
वो
उन लोग है ना, मैं जब एंटर करती हूँ ना, वो उनका नजर पहले मेरे हाथ पे जाता है, ये क्या हो गया, ये कैसे हो गया। तो मैं उनको बताती हूँ ये ग्लोबल हॉस्पिटल में मेरे हैंड ट्रांसप्लांट हो गया है। तो बोलते हैं ऐसा कैसे हो गया, ऐसा कैसे होता है ये ऑपरेशन। मैं बोली जो ब्रांडेड पेशेंट रहता है उनका हाथ निकाल के मेरे को लगाया गया है, पर ये पूरा हाथ में कितना नर्स रहता है, कितना क्या रहता है, ऐसे कैसे। मैं बोली बहुत बड़ा सर्जरी, किस किस को पता नहीं है ये ऑपरेशन के बारे में, तो उनको पता चल जाता है ना, बहुत अच्छा लगता है। फिर उन लोग को ऐसा लगता है कि हाँ बाबा, साइंस बहुत आगे गया है, सब लोग आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। तो इतना बहुत मेरे को देख के बहुत अच्छा लगता है। कोई कोई तो मेरा फोटो भी निकाल के ले।
बिल्कुल सही बताया आपने, क्योंकि वो आए दिन ऐसा नहीं है कि आप किसी डबल एम्पूटी के हैंड ट्रांसप्लांट वाले पेशेंट को आप मिलेंगे, क्योंकि बहुत कम हुआ है। आपका तो फर्स्ट था ना, वेस्टर्न इंडिया में फर्स्ट हैंड ट्रांसप्लांट था। तो आप कभी अपने जो और कोई हैंड ट्रांसप्लांट वाले मरीज से मिले हैं? मरीज मतलब ऐसे जो जिनको मिला है, किसी से मिले हो? पुणे वाली लड़की से मिले हैं क्या,
हाँ
श्रेया से?
हाँ,
अच्छा।
श्रेया से मिला हूँ, एक बार मिली हूँ उसके साथ। उसने मेरे को बहुत समझाया, जब भी मेरा ऑपरेशन था तभी उसने मेरे को कॉल करके और हिम्मत दे दी। तो तू, मैं कर सकती तो तू भी कर सकती है, तू आगे बढ़। तो कॉल करके उन्होंने मेरे को बहुत अच्छे तरीके से बताया। और अभी ग्लोबल हॉस्पिटल में भी 2 हैंड ट्रांसप्लांट हो गया। उनको जाके मिलके मेरे को भी बहुत अच्छा लगा। उनसे मिलके उन्होंने मेरे को क्वेश्चन पूछा कि आगे जाके क्या होगा, कुछ नहीं होगा ना। तो मैं बोली कुछ नहीं होगा, अपन हेल्दी रहेंगे तो आगे सब अच्छा हो जाता है।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, तो आपका एक कहानी से दो बहुत बड़ी बड़ी सीख है हमारे लिए। एक तो है कि लाइफ में प्रॉब्लम्स छोटी बड़ी सब होती है, लेकिन हिम्मत रखेंगे तो उसका सॉल्यूशन मिल सकता है।
हाँ
दूसरा है कि हमें और ऑर्गन डोनेशन के लिए काम करना है, हमें और लोगों को सेंसिटाइज करना है कि यस, अनफॉर्चुनेटली जब कुछ हो जाता है या ब्रेन डेड हो गया तो फैमिली, thanks that family who is actually giving yes to donate all the organs. This is not the first time. We do have great stories of organ donations in the country. लेकिन इतना करीब से पहली बार मैंने किसी से बात किया है, क्योंकि कभी भी मैंने ऑर्गन डोनेशन वाला किसी से बात नहीं किया है, और पहली बार आपसे बात कर रही हूँ और आपसे मिल रही हूँ। तो अभी भी मेरा यही कहना है कि अभी ये जो फीलिंग है मेरे साथ, जो आज आपसे बात करने से हुआ है, द फीलिंग ऑफ ग्रेटिट्यूड, ये अभी मेरे साथ काफी दिन तक रहने वाला है।
हाँ
ये इफ यू कैरी ग्रेटिट्यूड इन योर लाइफ तो बहुत कम कंप्लेन करने का मौका मिलता है। एंड जब आप ग्लोबल में ही काम कर रहे हो, ग्लोबल में आप राउंड्स ले रहे हो, पेशेंट से मिल रहे हो, तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि एक रोज एक ग्रेटिट्यूड रिमाइंडर है वो आप जीती जागती आते जाते आप सबको रिमाइंड कर रहे हो कि भाई, you are better blessed than me. Look at me. I had so many problems and I'm here. So you can also be anywhere. तो आप बिना बताए भी आप कितने लोगों को मोटिवेट कर रहे हैं, वो तो उसका तो नंबर अंदाजा लगाना बहुत मुश्किल है, बिकॉज इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट वी मस्ट शेयर द स्टोरी। इसलिए इधर आज आपको बुलाया था। एंड thank you very much for being here. And I have a last question to ask Jessica. But before that, if anyone in the audience would like to make any comment or ask something, we do have some more time. So I can take those questions or any sharing if anyone wants to. All four of you are making a picture perfect frame. मैं इधर भी देख रही हूँ मेरा इधर यहाँ व्हाट्स फेसबुक वाला जो चल रहा है वो भी देख रही हूँ जस्ट लुकिंग लाइक a perfect family picture. Yes, so may I open the floor to anyone in the audience if you want to share something, make a comment, or ask something. So please go ahead because this is a very unique opportunity to discuss about the human side of the entire care. We are not talking any challenges on nursing care of a hand transplant, nothing like that. It's more human story. And before I forget, definitely, Dr. Vivek, I would like to extend my prayers, gratitude, and congratulations to your team of surgeons and nurses who are clinically involved in making this miracle come live. And without rejection, she has reached so far. That's a big feat. It's not that easy. There are not thousands and thousands of hand transplant happening even across the world. The numbers are limited, but then definitely it's a big blessing, and God bless the family. Yes, anyone, do you want me to call out names? So please unmute yourself, come on the video and go ahead, and you can share anything with the nursing team or Monica or anyone. Please, we have few minutes. I usually don't do this, but today I'm doing it because this is such a heartwarming moment. Yes, Dr. Unmana.
Yeah, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
When I just saw your message of there is a webinar, then I joined in, and I am really thrilled to listen and to learn the lessons for life. It is so interesting in such the things I'm taking the lesson for me today, the problems in life, it comes as a part of it, but it depends on, it will make us hero or zero. Because if I think that I can do it, it is depend on all about the attitude. It's depend on if I think that I will overcome, that is the problem I need to overcome, that I have to take up this challenge, then I can be the hero. But if I join with the problems, oh my God, problem is with me. If I lean to the problem and I am nothing, that is the zero. That is the lesson. Even what I got, I have imprinted in my mind by listening to this story. That other way around, also the management team, I really salute to Dr. Vivek Talukder. This is the most essential in this moment in the world, our intent to help the people. The moment we have the intent to help the people, then automatically others will flow. And we can, God only the creator of the problem, also solver, whatever. But our intention, if we can connect with the God with our hand and the support. And she's so lucky, Monica is so lucky to be guided and protected with such a beautiful team of the nursing. And I really salute to the Global Hospital entire team of nursing. And of course, none other than Monica is the hero for us today. And she will make an impact to many lives. And this story should go on. And we have to be able to hit the persons, when the things comes that I'm down, when we see her story, then we can move on. Thank you so much, ma'am Gomez, for giving me the opportunity to share. I learned a big lesson today. Thank you to the entire team. Thank you.
Thank you. And I hope the recordings will be, shared to your students as well, because any nursing college can play this for some time so they can actually watch and get motivated the same way, because we need inspiring stories, because we are so busy in our day-to-day life and so busy with our own problems. So once in a while, it's like you need to take a little break and reflect, and such occasions helps us to reflect and probably feel more grateful. I mean, that's my mantra had been for many years. Just be grateful for everything that is there in my life. So I'm hugely grateful to Monica, global team, and Dr. Vivek. For me, I not only feel grateful, I feel very proud to say that I have known Dr. Vivek as a very young doctor long time back in 2001. And that has been almost 20 years, and I've actually tracked him, how he has grown, and I feel so proud that, yes, I know Dr. Vivek for so many years. So God bless you. I can see Dr. Jyoti on the video. Yes, Dr. Jyoti, go ahead, please.
Yeah, extend a great thanks from bottom of my heart. And truly said, Dr. Vivek is an example for a healthcare organization lead. And I would say that he is the best leader we have for nursing. And thank you, Dr. Vivek and Jessica and team. They had done an extremely wonderful job. Right from the day one, and I could see the enthusiasm among the nurses. Like every day when Monica was progressing, as though it is their own family member getting progress, they used to give me feedbacks and they used to share with me, which was really delightful for me. Although I was not there in Mumbai, but I used to feel that I'm always part of them. That is a kind of feedback and report I could get. And when I joined Monica's happy birthday celebration, I thought what a wonderful event it is, because I could relate with Monica, and we all nursing directors from across group, we also connected to something that is good in one part of the organization. It has to be shared and learned. Now, today you have shared this. I'm sure such stories are happening in all the hospitals across India, but we need to share and learn, which will help us move on. And especially kudos to nurses who have stepped forward beyond nursing. This is what is called as customized nursing care, an intuitive thought, not the regular patient care. And we have said it is a care plan for Monica. How to rehabilitate Monica beyond discharge. I think this is a fantastic example. I think every single nurse, including me and all of us, those who have already taken care of Jessica, will continue to do such activity. We should not have any lost opportunities. This is what is a concern as a nurse I would like to present here. And thank you for all of you who have joined. I'm sure this is going to be a wonderful video. Hats off to nurses. You did a very good interview, girls, both of you. It was wonderful. And thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Ms. Thankam. Monica, God bless you. We will continue to support you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're one among our family.
So Monica is now
Have a wonderful, wonderful
global
future
citizen.
ahead. Thank you, Ms. Thankam.
Thank you, Dr. Jyoti. So Monica is now a global citizen,
Yeah.
just like everybody
Yes.
else. She's the global citizen. So Jessica, coming back to you, now I would like you to step out of Monica's story. What have you learned from this experience of having an extended relationship with the patient and participating in the rehabilitation of the patient? So what will be your reflections for the nurses who are going to who are here, and many more who are going to watch this video, for nurse leaders, staff nurses, and future nurses? What will be your reflections through this experience?
Thank you, ma'am. So all of us have only read it in the books about big words like restorative, rehabilitative health, and working post-trauma. Every nurse should remember, till the time we don't understand their feelings, what they go through, or the difficulties, what a person who has to be rehabilitated or has undergone a post-traumatic experience or any major surgery, till the time we as nurses do not get into their shoes and understand their difficulties, we may not be able to support them. So if we proactively understand, okay, next this person may be needing this, then go and ask, do you need any support? How could I help? So it is very important for a nurse to get into the shoes of that person and understand from all the aspects. So, for example, it would be just a hand transplant, but psychologically, what she may be going through, physically, what are the challenges, financially, what are the background that where support would be required, which NGO could support her further. So, multiple things can be thought, and nurses are a very important person because they are the ones who are maximum time with the patient. leaving aside with all the basic care that a nurse provides to the patients, if every nurse thinks about their patients from all the angles or from a holistic approach, what we only hear about but may not be practicing much because everyone's busy working pattern. If we take a moment and understand that which are the various other concerns that our own patient may be having, then I'm sure we could make a difference in their life. And a small step could be extra helpful to that person. Not necessary, she may be coming to me every day and she also may be hesitant to tell me, give me water, I need water. But when I am drinking water, I step and I ask her, do you need water too? So that itself would be a big, it would be a small deed, but it can make a difference in the patient's life. So it could, and nurses are one important person since they are maximum time with the patient and they know what it was pre-operatively, what it was intraoperatively, what the patient has gone through, how long time the patient was in the hospital, what is the family background, what's the socioeconomic status of the patient, then I'm sure nurses would be able to help the patient in growing and improving the skills required to come back to normal life.
Great. Thank you. So while you were giving this reflections, I was having a couple of thoughts in my mind which I would like to share. You talked about putting yourself in the patient's shoes. That is called empathy, right? That's what we teach everyone, empathy. But there's another word called compassion. Compassion is actually empathy translated into action. And I think that is what I'm seeing here, you know, because when I was doing this workshop on emotional intelligence, so and customer centricity, this is something that we discuss. Empathy means you understand, you put yourself in the other person's shoes and you kind of understand that this is that person is, it can stop there. It can stop there. Compassion is when you step ahead and translate that into an action. And that is exactly what, very simple thing. Just now you told, I'm drinking water, and her without asking, you are empathetic. Oh, she cannot drink water herself. But you decided to give water to her. So that is empathy translated into compassion. That's an action. And that's what I am seeing. And I cannot help but talk about nurse leaders and team also. Are we within our own team? Are we practicing empathy and compassion? It's a question that I would like to leave with all the nurses who are here and who are going to listen. You know, holistic patient care is definitely, you have showcased it completely, Jessica, is that you think about the entire aspects. You know, I usually joke there are so many allies in the holistic nursing care, physically, emotionally, spiritually, socio-economically. There are so many allies. But slowly, what happened in nursing is instead of holistic nursing, sometimes we become nursing with a hole. We decide to select some holes and then leave some holes for somebody else. So I don't want to even talk more about it. So there are so many lessons that we can take from one story. Monica, आज के दिन आपने हमें इतनी सारी सीख दी है, इतनी सारी, एक नहीं, बहुत सारी सीख दिए है पेशेंट्स के लिए हमें क्या सोचना चाहिए, क्या करना चाहिए, और हमें अपने लिए क्या सोचना चाहिए, क्या करना चाहिए, और अपने टीम मेंबर्स के लिए क्या सोचना है, क्या करना चाहिए, लीडर्स को कैसे सोचना चाहिए, क्या करना चाहिए. माय गॉड, इट इज लाइक अ कंप्लीट वन डे वर्कशॉप. 1 घंटे के अंदर बहुत सारी चीज हमने सीख लिया है. थैंक यू सो मच मोनिका. And I would like to really, how many times can I say congratulations to the team for being who you are, what you are, and you are continuing to do, and you are going to be an example for anyone. And I am sure the path was not a cakewalk. It is not. So each one of you had a role to play, and there are many more nurses who are participating in rehabilitating Monica.
Yes. But before you wind up, I would actually appreciate my nursing admin team. So they have been my part to accept her into the team and take care of small needs, like someone takes care of her so that her medicines, she takes her immunosuppressants on time. There is someone taking care of her diet so that her sugar levels are not rising up and her weight is taken care. Someone takes care of her food needs, washroom needs. So everyone in the team has so voluntarily stepped forward to support her, and it feels so nice to everyone is taken her like a family. The day she feels like she's little tired, everyone in the team takes a little extra concern. Okay, you take rest, you take care of yourself today, tomorrow let us meet together. So I appreciate the entire team for that.
Great, great. I think definitely this is not a single man show for sure. It is a whole team show, and the nursing admin team accepting her and willing to support her is a big plus for any nursing team. As I told you, I tried a very different part of it, and I would say that I was not successful, and that will remain as a learning for me. But today, by showcasing this story to many more people and keeping it live for ever to come on, as long as the YouTube is there, I feel gratitude that I can make this happen. And Signia Healthcare is there to showcase such stories to motivate nurses. Primarily, we want to make sure nurses never lose an opportunity to make a difference to patients in their lives. So Dr. Vivek, any parting remark from you?
Thank you, Thankam, actually giving this opportunity.
I think Dr. Vivek just dropped off. मोनिका, चलो आप बताएं कि अभी हमारा टाइम हो गया है, तो अभी आप क्या बताएंगे सबको? क्या आप बताएंगे, क्या बताएंगे कि क्या सीखना चाहिए आपकी एक्सपीरियंस से? आप क्या बताएंगे कि नर्सेस को, बाकी लोगों को क्या देखना चाहिए? कुछ भी बता दो, जो भी आपके दिल में आए।
मैं पहले सबको थैंक यू बोलती हूँ और पूरे नर्स को बोलती हूँ कि पेशेंट के मन को जानना कि उनको क्या चाहिए, उनको क्या नहीं चाहिए, उनका क्या जरूरत है। क्योंकि कोई पेशेंट इतना इमोशनल हो जाता है कि सब बता देता है, फिर वो सिस्टर भी कभी-कभी सुन लेती, हाँ बाबा पेशेंट को कुछ तो बोलना है। तो ये मेरे को बहुत अच्छा लगता है। जब मैं 1 महीना एडमिट थी, मेरे को अकेले रखा गया था, फिर मैं रोती थी, मैं फैमिली चाहिए था, पर मेरे को कभी ऐसा अकेले छोड़ने नहीं दिया नर्स ने। ब्रदर हो या सिस्टर हो, मेरे को कुछ ना कुछ मेरे से बात करते थे, नहीं तो मेरे को गाना लगा के दे देते। ऐसा कभी अकेले मेरे को छोड़ के नहीं दिया कि बाबा ये पेशेंट है जाने दो, ऐसा नहीं किया। मेरे को एक फैमिली की तरह, एक छोटी बहन की तरह मेरे को एक ट्रीट किया, तो मेरे को सच में बहुत अच्छा लगता।
Thank you, Monica. I think we have lost Dr. Vivek. He was just about to say something, but anyway, please, Jessica, convey our
थैंक यू मैम, आपसे मिलके बहुत अच्छा लगा।
आपसे मिलके तो हमें तो बहुत ही अच्छा लगा है। अभी बहुत मुश्किल है बोलना, बहुत ही बोल सकते हैं, उससे ज्यादा क्या हम बता सकते हैं कि ये कॉन्वर्सेशन आपके साथ करके मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। एंड ये भी बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है कि नर्सेस आपके लाइफ में एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण पार्ट निभा रहे हैं। वो एक बहुत बड़ी सीख है हर एक नर्स के लिए इस कंट्री में, और कोई भी नर्सेस, नर्सिंग डिपार्टमेंट, नर्सिंग स्टूडेंट्स के लिए एक मोटिवेशनल, इंस्पायरिंग, रियल स्टोरी बन के रहेगा हमारे यूट्यूब में। यस, थैंक यू सो मच।
क्लारा मैम को भी थैंक यू, बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे मिलके।
क्लारा मैम तो बहुत प्राउड फील करेंगे आज के दिन। तो बहुत ही प्राउड।
I am so proud. Thankam, I just wanted to give the final note to all those who are here. In nursing, leaders have to focus on psychosocial approach. Competencies, all other things we are already focusing on. What we have to focus is the psychosocial approach. I think this is what we are trying, and I'm sure this will be a great insight to all of us. And we have something called as pre or post-op counseling patients by the OT nurse or the ICU nurses. It is little difficult. A theater nurse coming out of the comfort zone, seeing the patient before surgery, ICU nurse coming out of ICU, seeing the patient before surgery, after surgery. It is difficult but middle. So psychosocial approach is a greater, unnecoded Pandora box, I would say, in nursing. I think we have to join. Nia has given the key today to all of us to explore this. Thank you, Ms. Tam. Thank you, Monica.
Thank you, Dr. Jyoti, and thank you each and everyone who have joined us here, and thank you to all the future
Love you.
viewers. Thank you to all the future viewers of this video, and this will be uploaded on YouTube. We will share the link. And right now we are live streaming on Facebook. Thanks to all the people who have joined us on the Facebook. And Monica, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
I really love you for being
Thank
who
you.
you are, and love to see your hands moving, right? But great.
Yeah.
God bless you, and we will keep in touch.
Thankam, Dr. Vivek is
Hello, Jyoti, I think
extending. Thankam, Dr. Vivek he's looking forward for such programs in the future, not only in our hospital, but maybe outside. So he just extends his thanks from bottom of his heart.
Thank you, Dr. Jyoti. It's also a message to everyone. If you have such heartwarming stories, Signia Healthcare will be more than happy to showcase.
Thank you.
So just an announcement before we sign off, that in December, I'm going to send out an invite for carol singing by children of healthcare workers. It's not the healthcare workers. Your children will have an opportunity to showcase. We will send you the details very soon. So that's what we are going to do this December. December is a month of warmth, celebrity, hope, joy, gratitude, so many emotions, right? Peace. So everything is there. So Monica, wish you all the best in your life. एंड आप इतना तरक्की करें कि बस आप ये रहना है कि अभी तंकम मैम आपके पीछे पीछे चलेंगे देखने के लिए कि अब मोनिका का क्या हो रहा है, ठीक है? जेसिका से हम पूछते रहेंगे. सो थैंक यू once again. Thank you so much for all of you. Have a good day. And we'll see you again in another Signia conversation. Bye bye.
Bye.